Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm G&G, and in this episode of Highland Fling we are starting Season 7 here at Wick Academy. We're back in League 2 after that penalty shootout playoff final heartbreak, and hopefully we have built a squad that can push for promotion this season, maybe even win League 2. It looks good in the media prediction for sure. If we look at that, we are tipped to be first in the league, and after our transfer business in the season preview, if we go into League 2, we are 20 to 1 on to win the title. We were as high as 91 to 1 on, which was what Peterhead were last season. It has closed up a bit. Clyde have closed the gap. Looks like it's a two-way title race between ourselves and Clyde. Kilty Hearts, who are relegated, are at 25 to 1, and Stirling Uni, who were promoted from the Highland League, are 50 to 1 to win the title. And our first opponents of this season, Forfar Athletic, are 150 to 1 favourites for relegation. So looks like a possible good opening day, but we still have a lot of work to do. If we look at our finances, in a good position, 170k in the bank. We didn't spend much of our transfer budget, mostly on scouting. We are under our wage budget. Our wage budget just over 7,000. We're spending 6,209. So we're in a good position wage-wise. We have brought in a number of players. We did let some players go. If we go to transfer history here, go back to the end of last season, we let a number of players go. If we go to release players, so players that left, Ross Meehan left, so it starts here. Marcus Fraser, our backup right back, he left. Robbie Crawford, who scored that brilliant goal in the playoff semi-final, he wanted to leave, he's gone. Kyle Doherty has gone, and so far hasn't got a club. Reasons he's gone, one is mainly that miss in the playoff first leg of the final, but also he's missed in big games before, so I think we needed to improve. Tommy Peggy has left, Dylan McDonald has left, and we are. Robert Thompson retired, the striker who fired us up to Highland League promotion. He has retired, and on retirement, if we go back one more season, this man has retired too. Leroy McCobra has retired altogether from the game. Couldn't find a club, wouldn't re-sign with us. He has retired, can't even offer him a job as a coach, sadly. He has retired full-time and moved out of football. So that is the players we let go. If we look at the dynamics with the new players we've brought in, it's all pretty good. Our cohesion is good, club atmosphere good, managerial support is good. And what helped that was a pretty decent enough pre-season. We played two friendlies early on, 1-1 and drew one with Hamilton. Then we went into the League Cup action, a tough group we got. We lost to Ray Rovers 1-0, drew at Stirling Uni but won on penalties. Lost to Dundee United at home, then beat Kilty Hearts, who were in our division, 1-0, and that left us in the group. We finished third behind the two championship sides. So yeah, it was a tough group to get. We done okay, we didn't embarrass ourselves at all, and then we played the Challenge Cup first round against Celtic B and came away with a 2-0 win. Goals for Ross Gunn and Craig Hulse, who's a new player I'll get to in a moment. We're through to the second round of this competition, where we have drawn Elgin City from the Highland League. So the chance to reach the third round after that competition, the SPFL Trust Trophy, for the first time, if we can beat Elgin City. Is there anything else we can catch up on? Club Vision, just check what the board want. They want us in the League 2 playoffs this season and competitive in all the cups. There's a bit of pressure to get back into the playoffs. We are expected to win the title. So for the first time really, there's serious pressure on us to do well. Even when we're in the Highland League, it was only to compete really the board wanted. We have had a takeover since then, and that is probably why the board are demanding more. So let's get to our first squad, our first lineup of the season. It's not hugely different. I'm going to try and ease the new players in, so we're starting with the more familiar lineup. So first up, Jack McConnell is in goal. What a season he had with all those penalty saves. Of course, saved one in the shootout, but it wasn't enough. Joe Richards continues at right back. We did have a bid from Falkirk for him. He wanted to go. We've agreed we will sell him for 50,000 if that offer comes in. Hopefully it doesn't. We do have a new centre back here. It is Jack Kingston, I should say. He is a good League 1 player with potential for the Championship. So he's a great player to get in. 23-year-old. He is 6'1", jump reach of 13. He is, strangely enough, fifth favourite to be top scorer in League 2 this season. I think because of his 6'1" and jumping ability. But yeah, hopefully he'll get plenty of goals for us. He started off his career at Man United. He started off at Morecambe, went to Man United, went to Motherwell, Queen of the South, and now he's with us on a free. So hopefully he will do well for us. He'll be alongside Charlie Waller for this first game. Ekrapont is at left back too. Rory Shaw, Ure, McGavra and Gunn is a familiar midfield four. And Kearns and McGrath. Grady McGrath has signed permanently. He was on loan last season. He has come in permanently. That's 16 finishing, composure of 11 and a bit of pace. He done well eventually last season. Hopefully he can continue that on a free. Not really a huge risk. He performed well last season. So the new players are really on the bench. And then first up is another centre back in Caelan Ledingham. That's Ledingham. £300 a week, 22-year-old Scot. Good League One player. I think he'll eventually take Charlie Waller's place in the team, but I just want to ease him in, let him settle in a little. Him and Kingdon as a centre-back partnership could be really good for a 6 foot, has a bit of pace, bit of jump and reach too, so we could have 2 threats from set piece and defending our own a bit better. But yeah, I think we'll ease him in alongside Kingdon eventually. Next new player up is Adam McMillan, who is actually in the Dream 11. I will go back and just look at the Dream 11 in a moment, but Adam McMillan is a midfielder we're bringing in. He may take Kyle Euro's position eventually, or McGavra's, one or the other. Not training brilliantly, and that's one of the reasons I'm just not starting him out yet. Let him settle in a bit more at the club. But yeah, he's a good player. Long shots of 14 could be very useful. Good tackling, good technique, good work rate, and a decent off the ball. He has a little bit of pace about him, but not brilliant. Jumping rate to 11 at 5'11", yeah, he's not going to be a great threat. One of the favourites, actually, surprisingly enough, to be in the top scorer as well. I'm not sure those odds where they come from. Next up is a backup left winger. As I said, Tommy Peggy left, so we brought in Jim Kennedy, an 18-year-old Scot from Celtic B. He started his career at Hamilton. He's at Celtic B now, and he also as a backup, as a striker for us if needed, but he's really Ross Gunn's backup. Natural fitness of 16 is really good. Acceleration of 14 with pace of 12 would be helpful. 6 foot as well, so a bit of a threat from set pieces. Decent passing, or decent technique, decent crossing. His passing could improve definitely. His off the ball could improve too. Determination of 16 is good to see, so hopefully he will train well. Potentially a good championship player, so he's a good backup for Gunn. As we know, Ross Gunn does like to get injured. Next up we have 2 strikers we have brought in. First is Ryan Skelly, very much a backup at the moment. 19-year-old Scot in from Dundee United. Good League 2 player at the moment, potentially championship standard. We're trying to sign players with good potential if we do get promoted. His finishing of 14, composure of 12 could be useful. A bit worried about his pace, is only 8 with acceleration of 10, and a jump reach of 5 is not going to be much threat. Good technique though, good work rate, good off the ball, good composure as I said. His bravery is good too, and a bit of determination about him. So yeah, as a backup striker I think he's pretty good. Next up is a striker we have in on loan from Barrow in England. It's a Northern Irish striker in Craig Hulse, who we've seen scored against Celtic B in that cup competition. 14 finishing, but only composure of 9 is a bit of a worry. He has a little bit of pace, 11, acceleration of 14, gain jump reach 5, so not big set piece threats, these 2 strikers. Good work rate, good off the ball, good decisions, could be useful. He'll definitely get game time. He's a good option for us to have. I think he's an improvement on Kyle Doherty. I think they both are improvements on Kyle Doherty. I wonder, can I compare them to Kyle Doherty? I can. So we'll compare Skelly. Doherty beats him in a lot of areas actually, so maybe that's a good bad comparison, but I think his finishing is a bit better, and at this level he will be more of a threat. Ryan Skelly. Craig Hulse, can we compare him to Kyle Doherty as well? We can, and you can see Hulse beats him in air, it's beaten in a lot of areas actually, beating Doherty in a lot of areas, which is good, and that is an upgrade for sure with Craig Hulse. So no one else new in the team on the bench, so that's our summer business done. As I said, I wanted to go back to the Dream 11. We have 3 players in it. Ledingham, who's on the bench, is at centre back. Kingdom is actually right back on the Dream 11, but he'd be centre back mostly for us, and McMillan is also in the Dream 11. So we have 3 players in the Dream 11 for the first time. As I said, Kingdon is 5th favourite to be top scorer despite being a centre back, and I think I actually missed a player. Our backup right back, I did, Kyle Scott. Sorry, I missed a player. Kyle has been forgotten about. He's our backup right back with Dylan McDonald leaving. Good acceleration of 16 and pace of 13 will be helpful in the right back position. He has a decent crossing at 10. His tackling isn't great at 5. That's why he's a backup really. Hopefully we won't need him. Joe Richards can play. He's happy to be a backup, which is good. He's only on £50 a week, so for that option he is a good player to have in. So that is our lineup for the first game of the season. We're away to Forfar Athletic. Can we get up and running with a win? So here we go at Station Park, taking on Forfar Athletic, the favourites to be relegated from League 2. We've had some great battles with them in playoffs, in cup competitions, and last season in the league. Hopefully we can start with a win. Only Kingdon making his debut in the starting 11. There will be a few making it off the bench, and league table of course no one has played yet. We are the favourites to win the league. Can we show it today? Fourth highlight here is a throw in for Forfar into the box. Richie wins the header. Clark has a free header there, but he heads it over. That's a big miss. Kearns in possession here, plays it to McGavra. McGavra will cut back, plays it to Waller. Waller looking to get forward here. He plays it to Ekrapont. Good first touch, just holds on to it now. Has to go back to Waller. Waller looking for options. Is he going to go back to the goalkeeper? He is. Back to Jack McConnell. And McConnell taking his time, plays it to Kingdon here, making his debut at centre back. Plays it to Rory Shaw. Had such a good debut season for us. Can he show progress this season? Here's McGavra. McGavra bringing it forward. Here's Ross Gunn. Goes for a touch. Ross Gunn, first goal of the season, is the Gunn show. We missed him in that playoff final for sure with that injury. He's back. He's back on the score sheet. And we're in front early on here. So could this be a great start to the season? Rory Shaw cut infield here. He plays it to McGavra. Ross Gunn makes the run in off the wing. He's played through by McGavra. Gunn with a lovely finish. We're 1-0 up. Kingdon in the box here, plays it to Richards, and we try and come forward again. 8 minutes gone. Rory Shaw coming down this wing, plays it to McGrath. Grady McGrath now a permanent signing for us. McGrath going backwards for the moment, plays it back to Richards. Richards into Ewer. Ewer looking for options, plays it to McGavra. McGavra out to Gunn, the goal scorer. Ross Gunn, is he going to take on his full back? No. Cuts back to Ekrapont. Ekrapont to McGavra. McGavra turning infield to Charlie Waller. Waller plays it to McGavra. Ball over the top now for Ethan Kearns. Can he get it? He can. Can he finish? Oh, it's a really poor finish. He needed to hit the target. Ekrapont with a throw in here. 11 minutes gone. Down to Ross Gunn. Into McGavra. Space in the box. Can he get the shot? He can. Hits the post. Oh, it nearly fell to Shaw. We nearly had a second goal. Comes to Kearns. He can't win the header. It'll come on the attack here for Forfar. It's 2-on-4 though, so we should have enough back to cut this out, but not yet. And Forfar have it with Forrest down their left hand side, taking on Rory Shaw, who lets him go. Out comes McConnell, claims the cross. It'll stay 1-0. Joe Richards in possession here. 21 minutes gone. Rory Shaw cutting it back infield, back to Ewer. Ewer quickly onto McGavra. McGavra not a great touch, so Forfar win the ball back. It's Clark with them. He's played through their striker. He's 1-on-1 with McConnell. He's fired it over, but McConnell got a tip to it to push it off target. Great save from our captain, and that saved our blushes for the moment, but we will have to defend this corner kick. In it'll come towards the far post, headed away by Kingdon. Kearns can't get there. It's a foul in the box. Free kick for us. It'll stay 1-0. Half time here, we are 1-0 up. Ross Gunn's goal separates the side. That's the only shot on target we've had. We've had 63% of possession. We just haven't created enough. Hopefully we can do better in the second half. Corner kick for Forfar right at the start of the second half. They look to get an early strike back here. Moore crosses into far post, won by Richards in the air. Falls to Falconer though in the box. He's trying to get turned. We're forcing him back. Richie Ewer makes the tackle in the box. Always a heart-stopping moment, and it's not a penalty. Stays 1-0. Ekrapont with a throw in here down the line to Gunn. Back to Ekrapont, looking to cross it in. Here's Aidan Campbell, who came on at half time for McGavra. Aidan Campbell with the shot. It's deflected out for a corner kick. We took off Shaw and McGavra at half time because they're both struggling for fitness. Brought on Campbell and Nimmo. And now with 5 minutes of the second half gone, we have a corner kick here. Ekrapont in towards Kingdon. Can't win the header. Gunn will have it. Ross Gunn going backwards for the moment. Squares it out to Ekrapont. Can he get a cross back in? He can. Ethan Kearns is there. He's taken down. Penalty given in the second half. 5 minutes into it, we have a chance to go 2-0 up, and Ross Gunn will have a chance to double his score tally for the game. Will it be the Gunn show from the penalty spot? Gunn steps back, and it's in. Ross Gunn with the Gunn show again. 2 times in this game. 3 goals for the season now for him, and we are 2-0 up and a bit off breathing room in this game, and it could be a good start to our season. Gunn from the penalty spot makes it 2-0. Ekrapont with a throw in here down to Aidan Campbell. Back to Ekrapont, cross into the box towards Nimmo. It's get to Nimmo eventually. He volleys it in. The keeper makes the save. McGrath has it. Back to Ewer. Is the chance gone here? Here's Aidan Campbell in a bit of space. Tried to curl one in, but it's too high. Ekrapont with a throw in here just past the hour mark. Here's Charlie Waller over to Lettingham, who's come on to make his debut. Kingdon has gone off. Lettingham into Macmillan, who's making his debut in midfield. Nimmo back to Macmillan. Macmillan looking for options, plays it to Richards. Richards to Nimmo. We should have fresh legs in midfield now. We have 3 substitutes on in midfield. Hopefully that will see us home in this game. Waller in possession now. 63 minutes gone. Plays it out to Ross Gunn on a hat-trick. Can he create something? Here's Kearns. Run from midfield from Campbell. Not spotted. Here is Waller. Waller on the ball. He's going to bring it forward. Ekrapont plays it into Campbell. Into Ross Gunn, who cuts in from the wing again. Is he going to go himself or is he squared? He's going to go himself. And the keeper denies him the hat-trick. Brilliant save to stop a Gunn getting on the score sheet yet again, and it will be a corner on the opposite side for Ekrapont to take. Can he create something here? Ekrapont whips it in. It's headed away. Nimmo will pick it up. Is he going to go backwards? No, he goes back to Ekrapont. First time cross into the box. It's headed away by Forfar. Will it go out for a corner? No, Richards keeps it in. Back to Ross Gunn in the box. Gunn to Waller. What can the centre back do here? He's going to have to go to the byline. He gets the cross in. Nimmo's there. Kieran Nimmo straight at the keeper. We have 23 minutes to go. Ekrapont with a throw in here. with a corner here. He's going to whip it in near post, and Waller couldn't get there. Leningham wins it back. Richards with the volley. Oh, got a big deflection, and it goes out for another corner kick. Joe Richards nearly had his name up in lights there with that volley, but we have another corner. Ekrapont will take it. Has a couple of big men in there to aim for. Goes with a low one, but it's not a great corner. It's cleared by Forfar. Stays 2-0. Clark with a free kick here. He's going to whip it into the box, but it's read by Kyle Scott, who's come on for Joe Richards to make his debut. Kyle Scott plays it forward to Nimmo. He's got runners ahead of him. Nimmo, he plays it to Aidan Campbell. Campbell has the 2 strikers with him. Can he get across? And he can. Grady McGrath's first goal in the league is disallowed. It won't count. It'll stay 2-0. Ekrapont with a throw in here, and he plays it down to Aidan Campbell. Back to Ekrapont, into Campbell. He's got a bit of space here. Shooting opportunity. Aidan Campbell makes it 3-0. It will be an opening day win for us. A great start. We've got the new players in off the bench. A chance for them to get some league time and settle in, and we get the win. It's been a good away day. Aidan Campbell, brilliant here. Gets away from his man. Shooting space. Takes the opportunity into the bottom corner. 3-0. Throw in here right at the end of injury time for Forfar. Leningham clears it. It is into Strachan. Strachan has possession. Ritchie back to their player Ritchie. Strachan, Ritchie in possession. We're over the 3 minutes now. The full time whistle goes. We start the season with 3 points, 3 goals and a clean sheet. Well, that opening day win sees us go top of the table after 1 game played. We are ahead of goal difference from Alloa Athletic. Clyde are up there too, and Dumbarton, the teams that have won on opening day. But yeah, top of the table, 3 goals scored, no goals conceded on that first game, and we can build from there now, maybe slowly introduce our new signings to the lineup. And when we come back in the next episode, we're going to take on Annan Athletic away from home before a huge game at home to Clyde. We defeated them in the playoff semi-final. They're the team being tipped to be closest to us in this league battle. That's going to be a massive game in the next episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please drop a like on the video. Always good to see more likes and the people are enjoying them. Don't forget to leave any feedback in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, but helps you catch every episode of the Highland Fling. And until the next one, please take it easy.